Hey, how you doing? It's Tom Breeze here, and in this training video we're going to talk about social proof and how you can use it in your next presentation. Look, when it comes to public speaking, social proof is probably the most important persuasive skill that you can use to really move your audiences, get your audiences on side, eliminate any possibility of there ever being any hecklers, and also making sure that you can use this technique because it really is the granddaddy of persuasive techniques. Look, social proof is basically, if everybody else is doing it, I want to do it too. We see this so often because we are almost like pack animals when it comes to our behaviour. If people around us, people who are similar to us, are doing something, we'll do the same thing. I mean, there's many different studies about this, and it's interesting how this works. You'll find that a lot of the time when you look at your energy bills, say for example your electricity or your heating, you'll find that it's not about who's the greenest company or who's the cheapest company. We really get persuaded by what are our friends and our families doing, what is our neighbour doing, and that's what really influences us. And it's interesting because we'll just do what people around us are doing. Now, how can we use this? How can we use this in presentations? Well, what you need to do is make sure that your audiences are always agreeing with you as a speaker. This is paramount. This is so important for you to get this right, because I've seen so many speakers do this very well and make huge amounts of profit from this. I've also seen a lot of speakers get this wrong and as a result don't make any sales at all. So what do you need to do? Well, when it comes to public speaking, a great approach is to get people to agree with you with a hands up approach. So you would ask obvious no-brainer questions. Something that I often use whenever I'm speaking to entrepreneurs is to say something along the lines of, okay, so who here wants to earn more money? I'll then raise my hand, wait for the whole of the audience to raise their hands because it's such an obvious answer to give of, yes, that's me. And then I would lower my hand, and as a result, the audience lowers their hands as well. Now, it sounds like a very simple approach, and it is, but you must make sure that your hand goes up first, everyone agrees with you, and then you put it back down again. That is when you have social proof working in your favour. The audience are doing something that you want them to do. You can emphasise this by saying, hey guys, look around you, see how many people have their hands up at this point. They'll all look around, notice they're all together, you get this sense of belonging like a group as well, and as a result you become very persuasive. You don't always have to use hands up approaches either. You can ask them questions, yes or no, and get them to shout out loud, yes. Now it's so important, you must get that interaction. You can't just say, does this make sense to you guys, yes or no? And then just get a mumble. Make sure it's very clear, and you might actually need to take out a minute or so to ensure the audiences interact with you. It's definitely worthwhile because that's how you're going to make the sale. Because then if you can get them to commit more and more with their hands up, they become consistent with their behaviour, and when it comes to saying, do you want to buy this? Again, they're going to want to agree with you at that point. So make sure the audiences are interacting with you, make sure they're doing it out loud so all the rest of the audience can see this, and you're going to find that the presentations become very, very smooth, and as a result, when it comes to that point where you call them to action, they're all going to want to do the same thing at the same time. So go and implement that into your next talk, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Thanks very much.